ho, 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 ho.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen.
2009 marks the 60th anniversary of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it was Oklahoma native Gene Autrey who carried Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to the top of the charts.
ASCAP released the top 25 Christmas songs of all time, and it's in the top 10. I think it's like number 8 or number 9.
Autrey got his start in radio and earned the nickname Oklahoma's Yodeling Cowboy. He then found a success on the silver screen riding through the West.
He was kind of a peace-loving guy, but whenever the bad guys gave him trouble, he was ready to, shoot the gun out of their hand or.
Autrey made dozens of movies and hundreds of recordings, but his biggest hit was Rudolph.
But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
The story of Rudolph was originally created for a Montgomery Ward campaign in 1939. 8 years later, songwriter Johnny Marks turned the popular book into a song.
The title hit me immediately. I wrote it down in a little black book where I kept about 300 song titles for prospective songs and got back to it a couple of months later. It took me about a week to write.
After hearing the tune, a friend of Mark's suggested Gene Autrey sing the song, but it wasn't easy to convince the yodeling cowboy that he should perform Rudolph.
In 1947, he already had a hit called Here Comes Santa Claus, and he was already associated with Christmas because he starred in the big Hollywood Christmas parade every year. So he was definitely looking for another Christmas song to do, but with that song, I think he, in the beginning he thought the storyline was a bit corny or something like that.
Holly George Warren, author of Public Cowboy No. 1, The Life and Times of Gene Autrey, says it was Autrey's wife who influenced the cowboy to sing the tune.
She thought the lyrics were great, and it kind of reminded her of the Ugly Duckling song, apparently.
Autrey agreed to do Rudolph and recorded the song in the summer of 1949. The singing cowboy performed Rudolph for the first time in September of 1949 during his national radio show at the Madison Square Gardens Rodeo.
It became a huge hit from the very beginning. As soon as people heard it on the radio show, saw it in the rodeo, they started buying the record. So it immediately became a success.
The first year, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sold 1.7 million copies.
It really kicked off a whole new thing for him. He did Here Comes Peter Cottontail. He was the first one to do that song, the Easter song, and from then on out he did lots of holiday songs.
The yodeling cowboy soon earned the name Christmas Cowboy.
People of my age remember his TV show. That's where I found him, and the comic books of the 50s. I actually had a subscription to Gene Autry comics. Today, I guess he's best remembered by people of your generation as for Rudolph and the Christmas songs that he did, Frosty the Snowman and Here Comes Santa Claus.
Rudolph with your nose so bright.
The Christmas jingle opened up new doors for songwriter Johnny Marks as well.
The record changed my life completely. From then on, there wasn't an artist or a record company to which I didn't have immediate access.
Red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history.